John would spend hours sketching out thumbnails.
How do you create a killer thumbnail?
How did Ryan Trahan make this thumbnail?
Yeah, you heard it right. Thumbnails. Today I'm going to show you how I create thumbnails for my channel. The thumbnail is one of the main elements that will determine whether your videos will get 10,000 views or 10 views. And that's why it's very important to know how to make a good thumbnail. There are a lot of videos on YouTube talking about why thumbnails are important, but most of the time they only talk about the colors, strategies, and how your thumbnails should look like to get a lot of views, but they don't really show you how to create thumbnails like that or the editing process. Those who watch my channel regularly know that I don't yap, and I only show the work. So today, you will learn everything about editing and creating stunning thumbnails for your channel with an example editing process. So, start your computer and let's start the process.
Hi guys, it's Cass here. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create a stunning thumbnail like this one, and I'm going to use Photoshop for do that, because there is no point of using a software like Canva to create a thumbnail like this, because those softwares don't have enough editing and customizing options, and that's why I'm going to use Photoshop for this process. If you don't have Photoshop on your computer and you want to continue this video, make sure to download Photoshop before you start watching this video. And if you don't have any experience or any editing skills, don't worry, I got you, because in this video, I'm gonna teach you everything from the scratch. This is the thumbnail that I already created, and I'm going to recreate this from scratch. And make sure to do this process with me. By doing this, it will be easier for you guys to learn this tool and learn the necessary editing skills. First, go to the files and create a new document. The dimension of the thumbnail should be 90-20 pixels of width and 1080 pixels of height. Okay, cool. Now we need to add this black smoky background. So you can download this type of background from Google. I'm going to use this website called FreePic for this process, and it's a free website and it has a lot of images, vectors and PSD files. You can download lot of those files for free. Let's search for black smoke background. And as you can see here, we have several images with black smoke, and I'm going to select this specific image. I think it will be suitable for this thumbnail, and let's download it. And don't worry guys, all the images that don't have this crown icon is free to download, and make sure to download the free images so that you don't have to pay for this. And after that, let's add this image to the Photoshop. Just drag and drop it like this. I'm going to lock this layer so that it will not move while I'm editing. For that, click this small lock icon, and if you want to unlock this layer, just click it again. And let's delete this white color layer because there's no need for that. And now I'm gonna divide this background into two parts. For that, go to this rectangle tool and let's draw a thin rectangle like this. And I'm gonna change its color to white, so you can use this right side menu to change color and stroke sizes and all of those informations, right? So I'm going to change the color to white, and let's place it in the middle of this image. Now let's add the hooded figure in the middle of the image like this one. So for that, you can just go to Google and search for a hooded figure, or you can use a AI tool like Leonardo AI to generate an image. So for this example video, I'm going to use Leonardo AI to generate this image, and I'm going to select this specific model for that, and let's use this prompt to generate a man with a hoodie, and his face should be dark as well. If you didn't get the image that you expected, change the prompt and try it several times. I'm going to leave this prompt in the comment section, you guys can copy it. So I have downloaded this image, and let's add it to the Photoshop. As you can see here, we must remove the background from this image, and the first thing you must do is right click on this image layer and click this rasterize layer option. It will allow you to edit this image layer. And if you didn't rasterize the layer, you won't be able to cut or remove the background of this image. After that, select this magic wand tool, then click this select object from the top menu, and it will automatically select the object like this. Now go to select from this top menu and click this inverse option, and now it will inverse the selection, which means it will select the background part of this image. Then just click the delete button from the keyboard and it will delete the selected background part. And let's bring this image to the middle, and now I want to resize this image. For that, press Ctrl plus T button from your keyboard. Now you can change the size of this figure, and let's make it a little bit bigger and place it in the middle like this. Now I'm gonna change the color tone of this image to black. For that, you need to select this layer first and right click on this small circle icon and select this brightness and contrast option. Now you can edit the brightness and contrast using these bars, but the problem is if you edit the brightness using this, it will affect all the layers below this one. But we only need to change the color of this hooded figure. So the solution for that is select this layer and right click and select this create clip-in mask option. Now if you change the brightness, it will only affect the first layer below it. Now reduce the brightness all the way down and increase the contrast value to all the way up. Now this color looks perfect, and I'm gonna select these two layers by holding the shift key and press Ctrl plus G. It will create a group with these two layers, and I'm gonna rename it to hooded figure. Now let's go to Google and download a smoke image with a transparent background. For that, go to Google and just type smoke PNG. And if you cannot find such an image on Google, just go to this website called PectEasy and you can download a smoke PNG image from this website. Okay, I have downloaded this one, and now let's add this image to Photoshop. And I'm gonna resize it by clicking Ctrl plus T, and make sure to rasterize this layer like we did before. Now press Ctrl plus J button to duplicate this image. Let's move one of these images to right side like this and the other image to the left side like this. After that, select the hooded figure group and drag it to the top of all the layers like this. Okay, great. And I'm gonna rename one of these layers to green smoke and the other image to red smoke. Okay, great. Now double click on this layer and select this color overlay option. Now click this color palette option and select a lighter green color like this one. Okay, this is perfect. Now do the same thing with the red smoke layer. Instead of using green color, let's select a red color like this one. And this is perfect. And now let's make these layers little bit bigger. Go to Google again and let's search for a YouTube logo. You need to download a PNG image for this as well. After you download it, just add it to the Photoshop and make sure to place it above all the layers. And now let's make it smaller and place it here. And make sure to rasterize this layer as well. Okay, great. Now double click on this layer and select this outer glow option. And let's change its color to red. Now as you can see here, this YouTube logo has this glowing effect on it. And you can edit this opacity, spreadness and range using this option. So play with this as you like and make this effect perfect. And now I'm gonna add the smoke PNG that we downloaded earlier to this layer. And let's make it smaller like this and place it on top of this YouTube logo, and I'm gonna change its color to black. Okay, great. Now this YouTube logo has this unique look. Now create another new document. Okay, you need to click this rectangle icon and draw a rectangle shape like this. Now I think you can see these little circles. So you need to click it and drag it down. As you can see here, it will round the edges of this rectangle. Then you can change its color using this side menu, and I'm going to change it to ash color. And let's draw another rectangle on top of it and change its color to a lighter version of ash. Now you need to hold the shift button and double click on this circle. Now if you click it and drag it down, it will only round the selected edge. After that, let's add a text layer on top of it. Click this T icon and let's rename it to views. Then add another text layer and rename it to estimated revenue like this. Okay, great. And let's add another text layer, and I'm gonna make it bigger and change its font. This layer is for the view count, so just like this, add another text layer for the estimated revenue and add a number like this. And I'm gonna add that glow effect to these two text layers. So double click this layer and select this outer glow option and change its color to white. Do this for both of these text layers, and now I'm gonna select this line tool and draw some lines. So if you want to draw a straight line like this, you can do it by pressing and holding the shift key on your keyboard. So just like this, draw 3 lines. Now click this small plus icon to add a new layer and select this ellipse tool. Now you can draw a circle, but make sure to press and hold the shift key. It will help you to make a perfect circle. And now let's change its color to green, and I'm gonna add that glow effect as well. And let's make it green. Then click this button to create a new layer, and now let's make an arrow. First I'm gonna select this triangle tool and draw a triangle. Then I'm gonna add a rectangle like this to make it look like an arrow. Now select both of these layers and select this convert to smart object option. And I'm going to change its color to white by adding a color overlay. And now let's group these two as well, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and place it up here. So let's duplicate it again by pressing Ctrl plus J, and I'm going to place the second circle here. Now create a new layer again and select this brush tool and draw a graph like this. So when you are drawing the graph, make sure to press and hold the shift key. It will help you to draw straight lines. and let's make it green, and I'm gonna add that glow effect as well. Now this is perfect. Now you need to select the top layer and hold the shift key and select the bottom layer again. Now that all the layers are selected, let's make a group by pressing Ctrl+G. And I'm gonna duplicate this layer. So after that, right click on it and convert it to a smart object. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna drag this image we created to the previous document and make sure to place it above the background layer. Now go back to this and let's edit it again. So I'm gonna rotate these two circles upside down like this, and let's change its colors to red, and I'm gonna change the outer glow color to red as well. And let's change this text layers to 0. Okay, great. So I'm gonna delete this graph layer and draw a new graph like this. So just like we did before, draw a graph, and I'm gonna add the red color to it. So let's drag this new image to the previous document as well. So I'm gonna place it up here. Finally, I'm gonna add a new text layer here and rename it to 2023. And I'm gonna make it red, and I'm gonna make the glowing effect red as well. And for the other side, I'm gonna add a text layer and rename it to 2024. And let's make it green like this. Now go to Google and search for money PNG, and I'm gonna add some dollar images to this thumbnail. So I downloaded this image from Google, and let's add it here, and I'm gonna place this layer under the hooded figure. Okay, great. Now right click on this icon and select this color balance option, and make sure to select the clip-in mask as well. Now you can change the color tone of this dollar using these bars. So I'm gonna make it green like this one. And guys, with this, our thumbnail creation process is completed.
And guys, I hope you learned some valuable information from this video. I will see you guys in the next one.